the captive, especially if he has already given out information, he has already destroyed his life, and he regrets what he has said, and he has already begged. And if a person has already begged, something must come up on you. Must see that this person is also like a human being. So I won't kill him. I must respect his life, and I must respect his human dignity, because it will fall obviously, and he will die, and he won't have anything left. And the second question on the human dignity of a captive: if he kills a capturer, if he kills a captive, he'll see himself as a killer, a murderer, and he'll see himself as depriving the person of life, because he still has life. And if he kills that person, well, his life won't be that good as it was firstly before killing that person.
But now, just clarify me on the human dignity aspect of the capturer.
Well, obviously the human dignity won't have it anymore, because he'll see himself as if a dark cloud has fallen upon him, as if he's no more like a human. He's like a killer, only a killer machine, killing people even if they're innocent and even if they were begging for life.
Okay, Siakwe?
The human dignity of the captive, sir. I think it is in danger, sir, because it could be enslaved, sir, or be killed.
The human dignity of the captive?
The captive.
Is in danger?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Because he could be enslaved and supposed to be killed.
Okay, and then the capturer?
The capturer, he could be caught between two walls, sir.
In what way?
In what way?
Yeah.
One, sir, he could be saying he should follow his orders, and one would be of morals, sir, not killing people and such things.
Okay, let's go.
Well, I like the example of that one, a black child going to a white school and meeting white people who oppressed and loathed very much. So this is the same as this case, this example of soldiers being captured by the soldiers here. Because the capturers are like those white students who were saying, who were discriminating against that black child, because you are decreasing that human dignity into, and like that the captives feel inferior. They feel like they are no more worth human dignity. You are reducing their status.
Yeah.
And by so doing, you are also implying that you don't have human values. You do not value another person's life. You are implying that you are an animal. You do not have feelings of how another person is feeling.
So if you don't value another person's life, you also don't value your own
life. Yes.
I don't know.
Sir, I'm sorry, but I have to disagree with Siso when he says that if you are a human, you should have human values.
Yeah.
I mean, being a soldier, you know what you expect, and you are before you go to war, you are treated that you kill. If you don't kill, you must conquer. The aim is to win the war, and the aim is to conquer. Why should you think about human dignity, having to save someone's life? Why should you be a soldier knowing that you're going to save lives? Then be a doctor or something.
Are soldiers not human beings?
Yes, they are human beings. I'm not saying they are animals, but they are human beings. But they forget all about human dignity. They face on what is going to happen, the fire, explosions and all. They face a very tough time. It's not easy for a man to kill a man. It's not. But what is going on in their mind it's difficult. It's hard for them to think that I'm going to kill a human being. They are human beings, but they are facing a very terrible situation. So I don't think they have time to think.
That's what really happens in a real war situation. But that does not mean that maybe people should not be expected to. No, I don't disagree with you. I'm just accepting your point that you're quite right. You know, in a war situation, sometimes you forget about these things. tend to focus on survival, personal survival. What did you say?
Yeah, I wanted to show Sepiso something, to highlight something for him. Sepiso, it's like soldiers are also people with their conscience. For them to kill, it's not that it's their will to kill, but they're trying by all means to protect their country. And you have never heard of a story like a soldier going inside a school shooting everyone. I mean, soldiers, it's not that because they carry guns, they kill. Not every soldier is they're not all violent and all that stuff. They're human beings, they think, and most of the time, if you can check, they think before they do something. They don't just do something without thinking and planning that thing. So, before invading something or doing something, they make their plans and say that, okay, this is going to be like this and this. We expect these people to survive. These people are supposed to die. So that's what I like to say to you, even doctors, some of the doctors are not as brave as they look. They are also like soldiers.
Okay, let me just give Zgalala a chance and then move to something else quickly.
Okay, I hear what Spiro is saying, but I'd like to second take this on what she had said. Like, a soldier is being instructed to kill, and then if he acts in a humanitarian way, I think the captive will turn his back onto him and he will die, or the soldier. And then the soldier thinks only for his life and not for the captive's life. I think he will kill, and he has to kill.
Okay. Can you think of any laws that should be set, for war purposes?